bench is positioned somewhere relatively around maybe 60 degrees. This is allowing for an earlier motion or an earlier moment to be created, right? An earlier moment arm or torque to be created along the long head of the bicep as my hand is in a supinated position. And here the angle increases to roughly about 45, maybe 30 degrees. I don't have a goni set to this bench, but nonetheless though, I'm able to now work this in a little bit different angle, and again going up in weight, basically respecting the assistance of the change in leverage to allow me to continue to keep working and working harder, as that same weight would undoubtedly get easier as I move up into this position. I have to meet that demand with a heavier weight. Now, that tricep could be done all on its own, and this tricep could then be performed afterwards. So this is now moving the arm. Mind you, this is not a silver bullet. This can also be performed on a preacher curl bench and could be done without dumbbells, could be done with a barbell. It's just an example to give you in terms of how to continue to work that bicep through an extended leverage set throughout its range of motion. So my arms now are in front of the body, right, roughly about maybe 80 degrees of shoulder flexion. And here I'm about at 90 degrees. Okay, this is using a pulley for constant tension. Mind you, this exercise can also be performed laying down in the supine position with the bands above you, which would allow you to use a rope to perform this bilaterally. If you want to see a video on that, just ask me and I'll post one. And finally, to continue to keep working that long head of the bicep into the higher ranges, into a bilateral bicep curl or Superman curl. Mind you, your biceps not only flexes the elbow and supinates the wrist, it also assists in shoulder flexion. Now, this is an extended leverage set for a tricep. This is a closed kinetic chain exercise. All right, so I'm performing dips here with the arm starting behind the body. Okay, so this would not be the tricep in a stretch position. This would be the tricep in an approximated position. So I'm basically working this in reverse as I did to the bicep. And that's important to understand because you can attempt this in various different ways. So notice the arm was behind the body. Now the arm is to the side, and this is basically doing some French presses. And then here we have just our traditional tricep pull down, working in another range, and this again would be an open chain movement using constant tension with the pulley apparatus. So here I'm just going to walk you through a little bit of a separate tricep or extended leverage set. So now we're going the opposite way. Now we're starting to put the tricep on stretch. And here's about maybe about a 30-degree incline to a flat, and this